time to come have coffee with someone whose story is rich in oh so many ways. From the streets of Detroit to the executive boardrooms of Fifth Third Bank in Cincinnati, Kala Gibson's journey is one of resilience, purpose, and full circle impact. There's a deep connection between his roots and his rise. And let's see how his past continues to shape his passion for giving back to communities like the one he grew up in.
Kala Gibson is a towering figure at Fifth Third Bank, an executive vice president, yet never far from his Detroit roots and the rough West Side neighborhood where he grew up.
And they will replace the community swimming pool with this thing called the Swimmobile. And the Swimmobile was a semi-truck that they cut in half. They would pull it into your neighborhood on your street, and then they would fill it up with water. And then the kids would jump into the pool. It's a semi-truck.
I've never heard of that.
Yes, it's called the Detroit Swimmobile. And when I tell people this story, they're like, that's crazy.
A novel idea and a bad sign.
And watching my own neighborhood decline was actually the motivation for me becoming a banker.
Another sign hit Kala square in the pocket and sealed the deal.
When I was 12 years old, I'm still somewhat traumatized by this experience where I actually went to a local bank to actually get some money out, right? So I'm 12 years old, this is paper route money. I get to the branch and it's actually closed, right? I'm thinking the bank is closed and they have my $200 in there,
That's
right?
what you're worried about.
That's what I'm worried about. So I'm riding my bike back home, I'm crying. I'm just devastated by the fact that my life savings is now in this bank that's closed. Obviously, I got home, my mother chuckled and just took me to another branch that was 5 miles away. But the thing that was interesting is that that branch closed, it became a financial desert. The actual supermarket closed, became a food desert. And over time, it became a hope desert, right? Because everything started to be removed from my community.
At 12, Kala decided he would go into banking, not just to work in a bank, but to help people in communities like his own. Decades later, that promise still guides him.
And I'll tell you, Michelle, that why is what's got to be through getting up every day for the last 34 years to come into the office and work as hard as I can for this city and my hometown as well to make sure that everybody has an equal opportunity to the American dream.
The Fifth Third footprint spans a dozen states.
4 years ago, we started a program around the idea of going into 9 disinvested neighborhoods and trying to actually bring them back to the glory that they might have had 50, 60 years ago. One of those neighborhoods is here in Cincinnati is Avondale. And just a couple of months ago, you know, I had this full circle moment where we were actually cutting the ribbon to open a financial center.
I remember seeing those pictures, yes.
A $50 million investment in Avondale in the last 4 years. The impact is visible.
It no longer will be a financial desert. There's a grocery store that's there in the town center, so it's no longer a food desert. And my hope is that it no longer becomes a hope desert.
For Kala, it's not just about dollars, it's about dignity, opportunity, and access.
To drive through these neighborhoods and see people having that equal opportunity that I mentioned earlier to live the American dream and not knowing that there's a group of people who did this for them and don't want anything in return. It's just the idea of just seeing how happy they are and the pride that they're able to take in the communities that they live in.
Outside of work, Kala takes pride in the beauty of, well, you see it all right here, art. His fascination goes much deeper, though, than the brushstrokes.
Because I believe that art and culture, it bridges the divides that we have. It brings people together. And the opportunity for people to enjoy art from different backgrounds and to be able to look at each other and have a conversation and realize that we're all the same, right? And we're enjoying something as beautiful as a piece of art.
Kala Gibson, a true champion of the arts and a champion for kids from neighborhoods like where he grew up.
I never want the zip code or the neighborhood that you're from to dictate your future and your potential, right? So my goal is to make sure that I tell people, listen, you know, I didn't go to a private school for high school, right? I went to Detroit public schools. People say, where are you from in Detroit? No, I'm from the hood in Detroit, right? I just want to be that model that people can look at and say, if he was able to come from this same place, right, and get to where he's at, I also have that opportunity as well.
Okay, serious business aside.
You got Graders, you got Montgomery Inn, you got Skyline. You have a favorite?
My favorite. That's always hard. It's like a kid, right? It's like,
Right.
I got 2 kids. Who's the favorite kid? But you know what? I'm going to go because of my love of ice cream. I'm going to go with Grater's.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Flavor.
Raspberry chocolate chip. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
I knew it.
yeah,
I knew
yeah.
it. Yep, I knew he was a black raspberry chip guy. Just knew it. Many thanks to Kala and his amazing team at Fifth Third Bank for hosting us, and thanks to the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, Ohio Valley Region, for recognizing Come Have Coffee with Michelle for a 2nd year in a row with the coveted Emmy Award. We are thrilled beyond belief. Big shout out to the team that makes this all happen, photographer Paul Grundy and Ashley Evans. Yay! Had to get that one in. Now, we shift gears to the upcoming American River Roots Festival and the person shining a spotlight on bourbon and its deep ties to the Ohio Valley. But there's more to Amy Tobin than spirits. She's also an author. We're going to dive into her brand new book. We'll sip and chat with Amy next time on Come Have Coffee with Michelle. You may know their names, but how well do you really know Cincinnati's most prominent people? Come Have Coffee gives you a chance to get to know them a lot better. Watch this Cincy Lifestyle special streaming now. Find WCPO 9 everywhere you stream and scroll to specials.